This is an all sports station production.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished third in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'm not sure what the proper term is, whether things just actually worked out. The universe spoke serendipity, but you remember all through 2019, everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa going to the Dolphins in the draft. and many thought that was lost when the Dolphins actually won a few games at the end of the season. But Tua still went to them at number 5, and he has fit in perfectly. Exactly what they've been looking for at the quarterback position.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The L.A. Rams at 4-2 on the year, dropping a division game to the 49ers Sunday night week 6. 24-16 in Santa Clara they fall. Jared Goff had been working on quite a streak. 4 straight games with a passer rating of over 100. He had looked really good, but the 49er defense held him and the rest of the offense in check. So, Charles, what's your take on the Rams through 6 weeks? Because all 4 of their wins have come against the NFC East.
Yeah, and that helps. Let's not kid ourselves. But at the same time, what were the expectations of this team coming into it? I'm not sure everyone thought they'd just, take on the East and do as well as they have. And their game against Buffalo, who I think is a very good team, on the road, controversial loss in that one. I think this is a good football team. And I thought Jared Goff was victimized a little bit against San Francisco. A few drops by receivers that could have changed the complexion of the game. Maybe not the outcome, but maybe would have put them in a better spot. Now this Rams team gets to go back home for a Monday night battle against the 5-1 Chicago Bears. That should be a lot of fun. And then in week 8, they head to Miami.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now Goff on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But it's going to be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Well, heading into their bye week, the Miami Dolphins, they're at 500-3-3 and coming off a 2-game win streak. But the big news coming out of their 24-0 victory over the New York Jets in Week 6 really came late in the fourth quarter. That's when Dolphins coach Brian Flores said, it's Tua time. He sent in this year's first-round draft pick. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, his first NFL game, he threw 2 passes, both completions. And, Charles, here's your useless fact of the day, brought to you by EA Sports.
Go for it.
He's the first left-handed quarterback to complete a pass in the league since Kellen Moore back in 2015.
And he will complete a lot more passes in this league than Kellen Moore. Okay, Kellen Moore, tremendous college quarterback, but he was going to be a career backup in the NFL, doing a nice job now coaching. But how about what Tua did after the game, Brandon? Back on the empty field, still in uniform, soaking in the moment, and FaceTime with his parents who couldn't be there, and they're normally at every game he plays. How about that? The road back from injury to playing in an NFL game. That had to be a special moment for Tua and his family.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Gaskin on the carry, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run now with Gaskin. Breaks a tackle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Goff throwing again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Miami set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Samson Abukum showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more, and I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Good tackle for a loss there by Kyle Van Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year. They certainly hope he can lead and continue to show plays like that.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 26 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51.
Here's Gaskin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the 1st play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Goff now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019, runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he spots Henderson open left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Henderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Try to get it to Woods. 3rd down here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll run it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Tua. That is caught at the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I would say the Dolphins like what they have in Christian Wilkins, who just made a nice play up front right there. Remember, he was a first-round pick in 2019 out of Clemson. They expect him to be a cornerstone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So we have reached halftime here and a good one. 10-10 is our score as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Second and 14. Goff now looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They run once more with Henderson. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw is Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Able to find Shaheen here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think even those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, Raekwon Davis, a big defensive tackle out of Alabama. When you arrive at the stadium, he's one of the first guys you want to exit the bus. Good-looking athlete. Productivity dropped off a little bit his last season at Alabama. He ended up falling into the second round. But the Dolphins believe he can bring energy and good play to their defensive line.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From the 50, it's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff throwing again. A quick pass to Kupp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now Goff on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. Touchdown, LA! Josh Reynolds, 36 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Do it! Back up, son! Back up!
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
Now a first down throw. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it'll bring up third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams on the throw from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on third, Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Going deep here for Parker. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10, a minute 55 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's 4th, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Tell you, far from the play-in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 on first down. It's Henderson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Go. 120.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.